Yeah, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, so we have automated RF powder. We have automated GP powder. I'll have to figure out a way to clean all this mess up. Maybe I'll end up putting something else right here eventually. I don't know. But that is our RF powder automated. I have some extra GP powder. That's not really a problem. Let's grab some of the RF powder. And now if I come over here, I should be able to set up everything on here. I still do not understand why you're set up like that. You are going to go to output. You don't have an input yet. You also don't have power yet. Let's give you some power. And let's find a spot for some RF powder in our mess over here. I'm actually running out of space over here to be able to attach stuff. I can't go outside because it's actually outside. Not to mention it's underwater. I think I have everything set up here. So as long as I set this to input, I think it should be good. I do that. I set recipe. Oh, you know what? I need to, wherever the heck it is, I need to add the dust to the outputs. Need a bigger filter. I'm just going to go the much easier route. Have this extract on green. I think the only thing I need to actually go into the drawer controller is this guy. Because there's the trim block behind the two-piece drawer, or the double drawer that is below the osmium. So this one has to go into the controller. That's the only one. Everything else can just feed into themselves. Hey, we've got our mana dust. And look at that. I can finally unlock and remove that. There we go. And now I'll put that in there. And we have automated mana dust, which is immediately getting pulled out for a couple of crafts. Let's sleep really quick to get rid of this lightning. And then we will move forward with getting to that quarry. Okay, so to get our quarry, we needed this quantum disk. It looks like we're going to have to get through quibbit crystals, which doesn't look too bad. We need a vibrant crystal, and we have everything else. I need one of those to make this. Also need this dark stone. I think I used it all. Let's grab a little bit more. Okay, before we go anywhere else, what do I need? I need one quantum disk, which means I need 4 darkstone. Okay, let's see if we can make this in here. I don't know if I have vibrant crystals. I do. I only need one of those. Will that complete the quest? Yeah. Where's my Akashic Tome? So I can stack this into here. I'll put that down here. And let's see if we can make these advanced circuits. Should have everything for these. I have these printed estimation circuits automated from Resonant Clathrate. Or Coded Clathrate. So I should be able to make a couple of these. How many does it want for the quest? And that gives us some vibrant alloy. It wants 2. Craft an advanced circuit. This is Enderium for that. Nice. Go ahead and craft 2 of these. And there we go. Engraved with 1s and 0s. I'll take some Enderium. I won't complain about that. That means we can now make our quantum disc. 1 quantum disc. This is used as a crafting material later on. Probably. Let's make our quantum disc. We have that. I need my stack of quadruple compressed cobblestone over here. Alright, I have access to them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that actually gives me my advanced circuits back. I won't complain about that. But that means we can complete another chapter by crafting our deep dark portal. We just need some dark steel blocks. Let's make a couple of these. And deep dark portal. Heck yeah. Where do I want to put this? That's another chapter finished. Hell yeah. I like seeing these check marks over here. This one is semi-broken. So I tried to toy around with it in edit mode. And I could not figure out how to complete each of them individually. And it wound up resetting it, even though it still marks it as completed. But because we made this one earlier, it completed the entire quest. So I could pick a choice reward and just complete it. But I don't want to complete it until I have all of these. I think this is the next one we need to work towards, and that is Abyssal Craft. And I think Blood Magic. We still have a couple of them left to make. We need that one, we need Shatter, which is this Stellar Alloy. Real Speed Augment, Runic Dust, not too bad. And then the Petal Shell, which requires Astral Sorcery. So that's going to be a little while away. Yes, we got our Deep Dark Portal. I might put this one in here just because this is literally just going to be a quarry dimension. I just don't know where I want to put it. What we're going to do is we'll just stick it like right there. But we have the Deep Dark. So now for our next part, we need a couple of power cells, and we need our builder to make our quarry. Let's see if we have the stuff to make that. So power cells. It wants us to upgrade all the way to an advanced power cell. I don't know if we're going to have the stuff for that. Gene frames, fused quartz, dark steel. Easy. Upgraded power cell is redstone alloy ingots and dark steel. Easy. And then mithril and dark steel. Should have this stuff to make that. And I need 2 of these. 2 of these. And can I make 2 of these? I just put those in there. Aha! It's not going to complete it because I didn't make them for here. Well, you know what? I can make some more. Because I am going to need them for our other buildings as well. That completes that. And if I do this, that'll complete that. And there's the quest completed. Okay, so for the moment, I'm going to put those in there. I will come back to those. That gives us some power cell cards, which is perfect. It gave us 4. I needed 4. Now, let's make our first quarry. We need a builder, which is 2 blocks of mithril. It's a little expensive. Machine frame, ME drives. ME drives are the one thing I don't think I have. Okay, there's our ME drives. And what else do we need for this thing? Block placers and block breakers. I need 2 block breakers. Be 2 dark picks. I should have everything else. I'm out of cases. I am just shy. Do I have this stuff? Do I have this stuff? I need some of this. Okay, so we have our block breaker. And now we need our block placers, which are dark bimetal gears. We have all of that. And I'm just missing the mithril blocks, because our mithril is a slow process. This whole system is now working great. I just have to watch for certain resources like black quartz, which I don't have a super good source of yet. Hopefully this builder can fix that problem. While we're waiting on our mithril, let's go ahead and make our shape card that we're going to need. Requires a crystalline brown slime block and 2 electrical steel blocks. We have our shape card. Now we're going to have to make upgrades to this. Yeah, it gives us our mithril back. I won't complain about that one. There, you guys can go in there for now. And you guys can go in there. Look at me being organized. Let's see if we have enough mithril here. We do. And we have our builder. And it gives us another trophy. Look at that. We've got another trophy for the wall. The Digger's Trophy. Okay, I'll take it. But we have our quarry, or our builder, that is going to be a quarry. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. That gives us some mithril and diamonds. And we can get a pump card. Ooh. I don't know if I'll use that right now. For this one, we need to make it a quarry card, which requires more block breakers. Great. Let's see, we're going to turn you into a quarry card. Shape card void. Quarry. For the block breakers, I'm going to need 2 of these again. I should have everything except for the machine case. There is our quarry card. Yeah. Now this is where things get a little interesting, is because it wants us to make a fortune quarry or a silk touch quarry. I think for the moment I want to do a silk touch. It gives us another star either way. But I think I want the silk touch quarry for the moment. Will cause the builder to quarry all blocks in the configured space. Blocks are harvested with silk touch. Yeah, I'm not worried about that part right now. Oh, there we go. That's how you make it. It's just surrounded with fused quartz. Otherwise, I think it just replaces everything with dirt. Replace them with dirt. Blocks are harvested with silk touch. Yeah. Okay, so I need 2 silk touch books, 2 nether stars. I think I have the stuff to get 2 silk touch books. I can't make that yet. What is that? What the heck? That is cruel. Let's see if I have any silk touch books downstairs. I have 1. But you know what I can do with that? I can make a printing press. And just print another one. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, I've got our silk touch books. Should make this quite a bit easier to get. Yeah, look at that. I actually did some fighting between videos at one point because I was kind of bored. So I have 9 nether stars. I was just playing with withers that day. But there we go. We now have a Silk Touch quarry. We just need somewhere to put it. And we need a way to power it. So first stop is down here. God, I hate these bats. I can never hit them. For the moment, I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stick this right here. So the way I think this should work is if I give you that link ID 1. If I do that, yeah, let's just make all these link ID 1 for now. Now that'll work. That is doing what? 20,000 RF per tick. Now let's go check out the deep dark. And it should make this part a little bit easier. Yeah, I think I've set this up in a way that it'll work. I'm gonna have you do builder at southeast corner. Builder at southwest corner. Do a single run and stop. Entities are not moved. Moving blocks make sound. Support preview mode disabled. If the operation is not possible, wait on the current position. Of course, now we're going to get like gravel and stuff like that, but looks like this is working out pretty well. We're going to start to see some of this stuff coming in. I'm going to have to give this a trash can. Some of this stuff I don't really care for. You know what I do need for this? Is I need a lever. Otherwise, this thing is going to end up with so much stuff in it as it hits the ores that I'm not going to be able to do anything. So for those of you who don't know, did I have a way to give... That's what I wanted. Give our augment night vision. Well, you're not going to see very much here. There's water right below us. There is a massive air gap before we actually hit any ores and stuff. So this is going to take a little while. Oh, you know what it is? The card GUI. Dimensions on this one, I'm going to do... That's max. Okay, well, let's do this. That's a lot of blocks. There we go. Now, let's let you run. I wish it would actually do higher Y levels first. I think I have Word Dictionary turned on. I dislike the underground biome stuff, but I can't turn it off now because my world is already generated. It's going to mess up the entire world. So I'll keep the chunk with the portal and the chunk with this one loaded. But I don't know if I need to keep everything loaded. I'm just going to stand here and watch this for a little while and see what happens. And I'll bring you guys back if we start getting ores. It would appear that I've got it working. Just had to remember to offset it for vertical height. As you can see, it slows down a little bit as it hits the level where stuff is actually at. I've had to filter a few things out. I'm sure I'll have to filter more. I don't know if I can set this up in an easier way. There's gonna be a lot of things like these that we're gonna get random bits of. There's the chance that it can find dungeons. So it'll pick up chests, mossy cobblestone, the items from the chest I don't think it picks up. And I don't think it collects spawners. Well, this is already working great. We've got stacks and stacks of various items, various ores. But the big one I want is these black quartz ore. That's my big one that I want at the moment. Emerald ores, nice. Actually, haven't seen... Ah, there we go, diamond. We are getting some draconium out of it. Not a huge amount. I don't need a huge amount. I got a bunch out of the... that I can go collect in the end whenever I want it. But things like coal, I'm gonna have to set upgrades and voids and all kinds of fun stuff. But it looks like this is working. I will keep an eye on this between now and next video. The only thing I want left to do for today is I want to push... let me actually shut it off for now. Because I need to baby this the first few times it runs to make sure it doesn't collect anything I don't want. But I was going to prepare a tube to go down, but I guess I don't need that anymore. Let's make our dark steel armor. And then I will toy around with upgrades and stuff as I see... Huh. How curious. Interesting. I didn't know it would do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and see if we can make our dark steel armor over here. And we can, or I will take a look at all the upgrades and stuff, and hopefully by the time we get to next vid, by the time we come back for our next video, I will have a whole new set of armor. With upgrades and everything. So to make it, we need a dark helm, which is blocks of enderium, dark steel, and a diamond helmet. I do have sitting, is it in here? This one. Yeah. Random pair of diamond boots. I got those from a chest somewhere. Let's see if we can make all of our stuff for this. Let me grab all the enderium blocks and dark steel blocks first. Okay, that's all the blocks made. Let's go ahead and grab our pieces here. We have leggings. We have the helm. We have the dark boots. And then we have the chest plate. And there we go. We've got ourselves a whole new set of armor that I'm going to play around with upgrades on, because the upgrades for this stuff can get insane. And it's got this new UI that I'm not familiar with. Without upgrades, you might not think the set is that powerful, but just type Dark Steel Upgrade in JEI to see the sheer amount of upgrade options available. Pretty much all of them are useful, so get on with the crafting. Also, don't forget that this armor is still enchantable besides being upgradable. Hey, I ain't gonna complain. But these are the upgrades. As you can see, there's a lot of them. Let's see. These ones are... Okay, so I can upgrade different things. What was the shiny one? You can either complete it by submitting the deactivated or the activated dark steel upgrades. Oh, I can do either one. Well, interesting. The other one that we're going to need is empowering. This is probably the first thing we're going to go for. Vibrant crystals and some blank dark steel upgrades. Oh my gosh, those are so freaking expensive. Yeah, I'll definitely be grinding these out between videos, but these are all the upgrades and stuff right here. As you can see, there are a lot of them. Some of them are going to be super useful. Other ones will be maybe not so useful. Like, I'm not sure what inventory does. Thaumaturge's boots. We don't need that anytime soon. Explosive 1. Adds explosive power to the pickaxe, damaging surrounding blocks while mining for problems that look like nails. Oh yeah, you can add these to tools too. The solar upgrade is also kind of nice. It allows your armor to charge just from wandering around in the sun. Needs a lot of levels though. But this, that is expensive for a single upgrade. Okay, so maybe I'll I'll be grinding some of those out before next time. But for now, I think that is going to be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And yes, I do realize it did, for whatever reason, duplicate the advanced power cell. I've seen other people have had it do that as well. I'm not sure why. But I have this one here, I have the one at the builder, and now I have another one. I'm not going to complain. I mean, they're not stupid expensive, so everything for them now is automated. It's just using it. Anyway, as I said, that's be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.